here we are in, I don't know, car accident auto chest today, I guess. I don't even know what I want for there. But we have a start with Meryl right away, and I think Meryl might be one of the most slept on command units. It's really, really good, in my opinion. Infatuation for 2.5 seconds for a common unit is actually insane. 2.5 seconds is so long. Like, let's count together. 0, 1, 2, 2.5. That's how long a unit will be CC'd for. Do you realize how long that is? I mean, I might not be a clock. I might not be a clock, you know. That might not have been an exact count, alright? But that's pretty damn long. Today, I want to try one of the new things. And actually, let me show you one of the biggest, shit, how do you say that? Conspiracy theories in the world. Look at this. Hold on. They are the same. They made Sprigatito's model using Lillipup. I'm onto you. You cannot fool me. Look at this. They jump in the same way. It's more obvious when they're synchronized. They have the same kind of body, same kind of tail. It's just they reuse this, you know? I can tell. Maybe. Maybe. Anyways, today we're gonna try to play one of the new comps. So either Dark would be pretty cool. With like Sprigatito. I mean, not necessarily Dark. Could also be Grass with Sprigatito. I don't know. We'll see. Could be, but what I want to put in for now is probably just gonna be this. And then we're gonna have to sell a bunch of stuff, which is gonna be actually everything. Yeah, I have to sell everything, literally. Okay. I wish I could have kept the Sprigatito, which I could have if I didn't use Nacli and instead used Aeron, so that's my bad on this one. I also want to try Fossil with Roaring Moon. That would be pretty cool, but that's going to depend on the ad picks that are added into the game, so, you know, going to be a little tough to decide on that one. I want that magnet. If I can't get the magnets, getting this is fine. As usual in the early game, we're going for Muscle Band plus Shell Bell, trying to get that, because that's easily the most flexible early game item combo. I feel like it works for everything. But, you know, we didn't get it, so we could slam Mana Scarf on the Meryl, or we could wait. And I think I'm going to opt to wait, at least for the first round, you know. Not going to lock the Ditto this time, because I'm not going for some reroll comp or something. You know, not saying that you do have to go for a reroll comp for Ditto to be good. Having a Ditto on bench is really good, because it allows you to, you know, when you hit level 8, to get your upgraded Ultra faster than everyone else, you know. But, you know, it's still a hefty cost to have to keep it in the shop for so many rounds and stuff. So I'm not going to do it. Alright, looks like this guy's going for Sprigatito. So that's going to be that. Gonna be tough to play it if we're contested, I would say. I mean, not necessarily all that tough, but I think he already has Florigato, so... Ooh, look at this. The Charm coming in hand, and Meryl finishes it. Meryl's really good, man. Really, really good. He beat that guy even though he was itemized. Alright, here we have a tough choice, because I want to play Fossil, but... Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is watch what everyone else picks. Alright, so Tangela was picked, so that's pretty good. We're waiting on one more pick besides me. I want to wait. But the item I want is this, right? That's the best. But I want to play Fossil. So... Okay, so another Fossil was picked. Wow. So we can get 3 Fossil ad picks here and play Fossil. I think we can play Fossil even with just 2 Fossil ad picks. So we can just do this, actually. And this, obviously, Muscle Band is going to be like one of the best items for Fossil. So we're going to do this for now. And sell this and buy this. Add another rock in. This is not going to be very strong as of right now. We can use probably Starly as an early game carry as this. If we get like Staravia. Could be pretty good. We could even go for a normal team, honestly. Just in case like Fossil doesn't work out. Anyways. We're going to lose right here to the Spore Wild team. By the way, shoutouts to... Where is he? Shoutouts to this guy. His name's actually Kiki, like, it's in Japanese, but it's Kiki's Delivery Service, you know, with the, like, the little witch and stuff. You know that. It's a Ghibli movie, right? Everybody knows that. Shoutouts to this guy. He's actually probably the first Korean person I've ever seen who told me that he watches my channel, so it's pretty cool to know that I have fans even in Korea. Well, not fans, viewers. I'd rather not say fans. Anyways, we have, you know, what is going to be one of the most ideal items for Fossil. So right now, you know, we can actually take the Loose Streak, whatever. The other one is Muscle Band. As usual, you know, this used to be an old classic of the channel, even though I haven't played Fossil in a while. I would used to play Fossil, like, all the time, and I'd say every time, you know, try to make scaling items with Fossil because it works well, because they keep the stacks when they get their revive. And, you know, it's still true. Still holds true today. So we're going to hold off a little bit on that. Okay, we get this Staravia here. That's really good. That's exactly what we wanted. So we can give them this. And we could slam this. But the thing is, I might want to do this when I'm playing fossils, so I don't know. Let's open up the team planner and let's put in the fossils. And I'm pretty excited because I haven't played fossil in a long time. Maybe I should have played Anorith, but I'm banking on the next wave of additionals, right, to get that. I mean, honestly, should I just slam that? I should probably just slam that. You know what? I'll just slam it. We can get more spoons later, right? This is gonna, like, be really, really good. Staravia is a pretty damn good unit, you know? He was nerfed a little bit from when he was a hatch, right? Like, he's a little less good now. But because, of course, he went from hatch to common unit, so they couldn't let him, like, with the same stats and stuff. Alright? And look at that, you know, Staravia and Meryl just beautifully working together to make their way through that team, and we win. Pretty strong team, really. Alright, and we get Yanma with a stone. That means we can make a fossil stone pretty easily, so we're gonna pick that instantly, of course. We're gonna instantly pick that. I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, it's such a good opportunity. Since we can't hit 20 right now anyways, I'm just gonna level up and put it in, because Yanma's so good. Like, his natural scaling passive is so fucking great. I've been saying this, but I really think Yanma's one of the best units overall in the game. We could even put in a bug to get double Yanma, but I don't know if it's worth it over having rock. It probably is, though. Honestly, it is probably pretty strong. This is one thing that's, you know, kind of a skill that is useful to have in pack, especially in the early rounds, is to be able to identify what's your strongest option for a board. And, you know, here, it was definitely this, I think. I think that was better than having rock. And we win. Even though he had a triple itemized Layeron, which was pretty strong, we win, just barely. Just barely, the Staravia was able to fly away twice and use this. Alright, so now what we gotta do is hit another fossil unit and pray. Is there a fossil? Okay, so there's only Yanma. Well, we already... No, we don't have fossil, so we really need to roll then. You know, I'm gonna roll pretty deep. I don't care. I really want to play fossil. Okay, here it is. Here we take out bug, so that's fossil. And we're only going to spawn a flying and fossil portal. We're going to have to sell all of this to recover from extreme monetary prejudice from doing this, I'd say. But that's fine. If we do hit a fossil portal, it's all going to be worth it. If we don't, we are cooked. But, you know, I'm expecting other people to also try to play... No, nobody's trying to play fossil. Despite all the ad picks. That's actually kind of crazy. There's 3 fossil ads and nobody is doing this. Okay. Might be more later. Might be more fossil ads later. Right. So where's that fossil portal? Alright, it's all the way over here. I don't think I saw anyone trying to play water, so I think this is going to be okay to get. We did get it. Alright, let's go. So, if we're going to be playing Roaring Moon in the late game, we want some AP scaling or some upgrade, you know, so we're going to need spoons either way. There's only 3 fossil picks, but we were pretty close to getting the old Ember, so it's fine. We get... Ooh, alright, so we get several options. Arctovish and Sigilif. I think I am going to get... Oh, you know, we could play Miltank, by the way, in this game. We do have really good items for that, so we could definitely switch over and play Miltank. I haven't played Miltank in forever, and I wanted to do a Miltank video recently, but I don't think it's going to be for this game. For this, even though there are 2 field units here, you know, maybe it's a really good Miltank game, but no. No, it's Arctovish angle, I think. It's a pretty good Arctovish angle. Right, we're just gonna put that here, and that's gonna be that. And we can probably do this to have Rock and Monster. I mean, Meryl's really good though, so maybe it's Yanma who has to go for now. I think it is. We're gonna try to have water in for a little bit, I think. All right. Alright, yeah, and yeah, we win this round pretty easily. We have really good items for the early game. Those are really good for a melee carry. And we get it. We get it pretty easily. Ooh, we get another Tangela that's really good. Alright, let's see. What are our choices for the epic thing? So no stones, unfortunately. That's kind of annoying. I think we're gonna pick... we could pick that. That's... I think I'm gonna pick this. Bonsley's a pretty good unit. Maybe not right away, but when he evolves, he'll be really good. Oh, one thing I will put in absolutely is Corsola, though. Corsola Don't sleep on Corsola. Corsola is still one of the best units you can put in. Let's see. What else did everyone pick? Did someone pick a T4 fossil? Nope, no T4 fossil. So we'll have to make Old Ember. That's fine, though. Alright, we play against a Fairy team, which is going to be really strong at this point in the game. I think he has 6 Fairy in. We might lose against that, despite our big guy. Because, yeah, Fairy's just very strong at this point in the game. Ooh, looks like it's really close, but just maybe we are able to edge it out. Alright, the Charm comes out again. Ooh, he just kills the Pikachu. And it's close, but... Alright. Okay, wow, that was extremely close. I don't know if the Fossil Revive had been spent at this point. I think it had, which is why I was a bit worried. So we're gonna need Spoon here. I think Spoon's really good, yeah. If we can get that, that would be perfect. If we can't, so it is. Alright, we get the Spoon. That's really good. We're gonna be able to use it to make, what's the name? A Soldew, which, again, is a really good item for Fossil, right? And yeah, we're gonna make that. And we're gonna give it to Meryl for now. And we get the Cursola, which is really good. Now we're gonna be able to curse enemies, which is amazing, really. Alright, we put this in. We want to have Fossil 4, so what are the Fossil units in? So we need Archen. That means we should roll at level 6, because that's when it's the most likely to hit it. And this way we might actually hit, you know, Tangela's evolution here. It's usually pretty bad to roll this early, but sometimes you don't have a choice. When playing Fossil, you don't get to decide when you roll, pretty much. I mean, yes, you do, but what I mean is if you want to hit your units, you better roll early, right? Because most Fossils are actually really early units, but you need to evolve them to move on. It's not really like a... You know, in other comps, you don't really want to do this because you don't care about hitting the early units of the synergy. Because you're like, yeah, I'll just get some higher tier units that fill the same synergy, you know? Like, you won't be rolling for Geodude because you're like, oh, whatever, I can hit, I don't know, Pupitar, stuff like that, you know? We get Yanmega, which is really good. But in Fossil, there are no other options. I have to hit these. If I don't, it's doomed, you know? You know what I mean? Alright. So, here we go once again, trying to hit the Archen. Alright, we do hit Tangrowth, which is pretty huge. No Archen, however. Oh, okay, there he is. There is the Archen, and we can do this, and we have 4 Fossil, 2 Rock, 2 Flying, 2 Monster. That's pretty good. You know, we do lose the Galarian Corsola, despite this being, like, one of the best units in the fucking game. We can't afford to keep it on board. Pupitar is actually, like, much better. Is it? Maybe the Galarian Corsola is better. I don't know, but the Monster Synergy is pretty good. We're gonna keep it on the bench. I think in the early game this is better, and in the late game this will have more value. Due to the curse spell being like hugely like super strong. I mean we can just play it like this too, you know. So we already upgraded 2 of them. I don't think we're gonna roll, try to stay below and get Archeops. I don't think it's necessary to do that. We're just gonna stay chill like this. We could even slam an Amulet coin on the Arctovish, you know, to be stronger, but I don't think we need to do that. We're just gonna chill out. And yeah, we're gonna attempt to get another Fossil Stone. So, because we're gonna need an Old Ember to reach Fossil 6 in this game. Okay, so we get Shades, which is actually pretty amazing. We get to make a Wonder Box, which is great. And we do get the Fossil Stone, amazing. Alright, so we get Wonder Box, Fossil Stone. I think, you know, Pupitar is one of the best holders for this, so we're gonna do this, I think, for now. And that's gonna be great. And we can give him everything for now. Maybe we do go for Tyranitar in this game. Would be cool. Alright, if we want to go for it, we'd have to roll on either this level or level 8, because there's technically the best chance is on level 7, but the thing is there's not actually that much of a difference for rolling rares between level 7 and level 8, and when you're level 8 you get the added perk of, you know, being level 8, so we're most likely going to roll on level 8. Adding in a bug would be nice, so we get double Yanmega. We're going to think about that, because maybe it is Fossil Stone on a bug, like a high tier bug, you know? Like what? Like Suwaddle? Fossil Suwaddle could be pretty good, yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna need to having Aquatic in at some point because there is a poison player here. Alright, didn't notice earlier, but yes, there is. Thankfully, no Ghost player. Poison's actually way easier to deal with, you know, in terms of CC-based synergies rather than Ghost. Ghost is really, like, more difficult. Because against Poison, you can just put in Aquatic in the late game, and that's going to help a lot. Against Ghost, it doesn't really help that much. So we're going to see that, yeah. I think we want to do something like that. We still have Meryl in, which is kind of dumb. We could... yeah, but who am I giving this to? That's the thing. I think he's still a pretty good holder for it. But I could do that, like have full rock, but I don't think it would help too much. So we're gonna keep Marilyn. You know, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. The charm, again, the 2.5 seconds charm is still huge. It remains consistently good, and the damage is pretty good too. I mean, it's decent. Like in the damage graph, he didn't actually do that much, but he did one shot one unit, so it's pretty good. All right. You know, stop. People have got to stop making Mentine carry work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't. Alright, so here we're going to want, most likely, I guess, this shell. If we can get this scale, if we can get this scale, we can make a Pokédoll, which would be really good. If we can't get it, we would want the tier, I think. We do get the tier. Okay, very nice. So, we have really good item for Roaring Moon, actually. We're gonna have to hope to get Roaring Moon, by the way, and not Eternatus, because if we get Eternatus, the whole point of this video will be defeated, you know? It's 1 chance out of 2 on a single portal, so I guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll see. It's actually going to be pretty tough, I think. It does have Dragon. I mean, they both have Dragon, so I should ready up some Dragon units to think about, you know, think about the future. And Gumi's nice to have because, as I said, I want to slam Aquatic in the later game for the Poison guy, so, you know, we're gonna keep him nice and warm on the bench. Ooh, a fighting board. Fighting boards are pretty strong at this point in the game, because usually most synergies will lack the damage to break through. Thankfully, we have the Meryl with the scaling damage from Solju. Helped a lot here. Okay, we managed to win that. It seemed like we weren't going to make it, but then we made it. So, hooray to us, I guess. Alright, gonna take this moment before the Lugia round to remind all of you that, but first, to thank all of you for watching this video. You know, I really appreciate all the support I get, as usual. And, you know, if you like this video, you can take some time to maybe leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and maybe leave a comment, you know, tell me what you think about Roaring Moon if you've used him recently. Right, tell me in the comments. I think, from what I've seen, he's a really good, like, caster, like a mage, which is funny, because that doesn't seem like the kind of identity that Roaring Moon would get, right? But they made Scale Shot an AP scaling spell, and honestly, it's pretty fucking cool. You guys are gonna get to see that later, hopefully, in this video, if we do get the Roaring Moon. I really hope we do, because this is, like, the ideal game for it, honestly. Alright. I hadn't played Fossil in a long while. Anyways, and I'll remind you to check out, in the description, the... Okay, so this is the part where I gotta take out everything, like no rock, no flying, no monster. Which is gonna be tough, actually. We can take Eevee. That's gonna take out monster. Now we need to take out rock. We can put you in. We don't have but we have water. Okay, we can put you in. Okay, that's pretty good. And then flying we can't take out. Alright. We have to hope that this is likely gonna be enough to beat the fucking thing, I think. I hope we don't lose to Ho-Oh and Lugia somehow. I don't think I ever have, but lately sometimes it's gotten kind of close. So, we're gonna pray. But yeah, this is like making it so that I spawn, you know, mostly fossil portals and nothing else. Alright, so it seems like we're gonna win pretty easily. Okay. Nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, we get... It's an alright item. Power Lens is alright. Alright, where's my fossil portal? Alright, there's one here and one here. So no double fossil portal, so we can't guarantee it. So we have to pray, I guess. Please be Roaring Moon. Please don't be Eternatus. Please be fucking Roaring Moon. I am begging you, game. I will cry so hard if it is Eternatus. I am praying. Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon. No, it's Eternatus. Why? That's so frustrating. Alright, I guess we won't get to try it then. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm actually so fucking sad right now. I don't even know who I'm gonna give this to. I guess Yanmega, right? I mean, it can still be pretty good on Yanmega. Caster Yanmega, that's fine. Alright. And, yeah. That's okay, I guess. Now we gotta roll for T-Tar, and, yup. Oh, wow. This? Sobble? Archen. Archeops, we get it. That's nice. And I guess we could actually... Oh yeah, forgot to add it in. I was gonna say we could actually add Cursola Galar to get the aquatic back in, you know. He was stuck in the bag the whole time. Right, he cast this curse on the Cresselia, which is actually probably gonna be huge for us. Look at this though. The special damage Yanmega is doing a shit ton of true damage with this spell. It's pretty good, you know, even with items like these, it's pretty good. Right, we managed to beat this fairy guy. So I think probably the right play right here is to play... I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the right play is. Yeah, I was going to say the right play is probably to get full rock, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much, honestly. We're going to try to get Titaria, I guess. If we can. Such a disappointment, though. I really wanted to try Roaring Moon. Maybe I should do another game after this. Because right now I'm considering maybe not even uploading this video at all, since I didn't manage to get it. We beat the Dark guy. Once again, Dark is a very unreliable strategy. I don't know. It's just so weird. Sometimes it would just not work. Even though he had a really good unit there, and he hit Grimmsnarl as well. Grimmsnarl's pretty good. We won the Punching Glove, I would say. There's no CC protection item here that could help against the poison guy, so we won the Punching Glove. If we can't get the Punching Glove, which we can't, I'll take Stardust. Stardust is fine, probably the best out of all the remaining options. I guess Power Lens was also there, but... Anyways, it looks like we're not hitting a lot of Pupitars at all. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna hit, T-Tar here. Yeah, probably not. We're not seeing any of them. Someone else is probably already playing Tyranitar then, if we're being this unlucky. I mean, it's also possible that nobody is playing it and I'm just unlucky. Let me see. This guy doesn't have it. He only has one. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just really unlucky then. It's actually kind of crazy, if you think about it. Alright. Oh, forgot to use the Stardust. I'm stupid. Alright, we managed to beat this water guy. Pretty handily. Oh, you know what we should add is a fucking bug guy. I'm using Yanmega as my own main carry. I'm not even thinking about that. That's actually crazy. Yeah, this does nothing for now. I mean, it will, but just not right now. Oh, you know what we need is the dragon bug guy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, Rhyhorn. That's pretty interesting. 4 rock, 4 monsters. So what we need now is Aeron, actually. So we can have, like this, 4 rock, 4 monster with all rock monsters. Pretty interesting. Not really all that much. But that means we should really go for T-Tar then. Because with this layout, that's what we want the most. However, it seems to still be evading us. Did they make it a regional or something? Is he not in this region? I'm going insane. Where is my T-Tar? Alright, who am I playing against? Alright, oh, so he's not actually playing fighting, he's playing like human. Well, I mean, I guess those two are kind of synonymous, really. But anyways, yeah, this is the part where I wish I had given the Soul Dew to this guy, kind of. I mean, not that Yanmega's doing bad, really. Yeah, he did carry this round. You know, maybe I will post this video as a spotlight for special Yanmega. Fuck, I hit the guy I wanted and I didn't get it. Okay, finally we get this. That's so tough, man, that I haven't gotten it before. But yeah, we get to play monster in the late game. That's pretty cool. Rock monster. Okay, yep. I want this guy in case we do put in like dragon. Okay, there he is. So, because what I can do now is to add in Gumi. I sold the Gumi. I'm so stupid. Alright, we'll need to find another Gumi now. Gumi. Let's go. Get Scoomy. Alright, that's pretty good. Gracidia Flower, we can do something like this. Give them both a speed boost. Speed boost. So we could do, for example, something like this. See, get a lot of nice things. But I don't think it's actually good for now. So we're gonna try and see what we hit. Alright, we did hit Goomy. Yeah, you know, I don't think I actually want Frigibax in this one. If you guys are probably smacking your fucking heads at the computer right now, because I'm actually, like, kind of trolling right now, but I don't really care. I feel like this should be an easy win. The only guy that's gonna give me any trouble is the Poison guy, and for him I can just put in Aquatic in the late game. Or wait till someone else beats him. Like, I've seen the boards that are here, and I don't think anyone can beat me, even if I don't improve the board too much. So I'm just gonna, like, spend my whole time looking for T-Tar. And not really care about these other things. Okay, we get a Ditto, that's huge, that's massive. Does this still... Okay, this used to sell for 8 gold, by the way, guys, I don't know if you know. But now they nerfed it, because you could farm money off of it. It was actually kind of nasty. Alright, this is the wild guy. Oh, that's the one guy I should actually be worried about. This wild guy's pretty strong. But Fossil's usually pretty good against wild. Usually, because what, you know, I'm not actually playing, like, rock Fossil. I don't have, like, Diancie, stuff like that. So it's not that good, but it is pretty good. Oh, one thing I should be looking for is Sudowoodo, though. Because that's the better, like, that's the replacements for Aeron in the late game. Rhyhorn, we get another Rhyhorn, that's pretty good. Electric, we want the Magmarizer, of course. That's a huge item on the Yanmega. Okay, we get another one, only 2 more. Okay, we get another one, only 1 more. Don't want to use the Ditto for that, I want to use the Ditto to make Rhydon. Yeah, we're not going to play these. I should have kept it, because maybe I should play these later against the Poison guy. Alright, we hit the T-Tar. Oh, I took the Magmarizer, but I actually slammed the 3rd item on this guy. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna give the Magmarizer to T-Tar then. Wait, he had a fucking Wonder Box. I'm trolling. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We can just bench it and it'll drop the Magmarizer next round. I'm really super trolling. It's actually crazy. Yeah, I should give the Magmarizer to someone else, but I don't know who. We'll figure it out, though. We'll definitely figure it out. Wow, we got fried by this guy. Did not expect that. Did not expect that. That was really close, though. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together in my... Sorry. Sorry about that. What's that? Bloodstone? That's bad. We don't want to have that. I mean, kind of. Actually, do we? What effects does it give under Bloodstone? Your team gets 30% of incoming healing as shield when wounded, and heal for 20% of damage dealt if target is wounded. But that doesn't help us at all. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. We really want this upgrade. Wish I could give it to Yanmega, but yeah, I slammed the Gracidia like a dumbass, so I can't. That's fine. This guy's actually ranged, so that's actually really fine. We're gonna do this. Get Rhydon in this. And then the last thing we can get is Sudowoodo, which would be pretty cool. Is the Poison guy alive? The Poison guy's not alive, so I told you. Yeah, you just had to wait it out. Yeah, gonna try to hit Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is a unit you never fucking see, so it's gonna be pretty good to give it a spotlight, you know. I think we should actually beat the wild guy now, maybe. Looks like it's pretty close, but I think T-Tar is gonna close it out. Yup. Okay, very nice. And then this guy who's playing water is actually like gonna be our biggest trouble. So against this guy, what I'm gonna do is I don't know actually. Good luck to me. Really wanna hit Sudowoodo though, because I really want him to be there for the video. He's pretty cool. No, okay. Here's what I should actually do. Got another dragon. Yeah. And we put in ice like this. That's pretty good. And we keep 4 monster. That's gonna help a lot. It might just be 2 ice, but it will help a lot, I swear, guys. I think we're actually gonna win this round, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Damn, he has a really good water team. What the fuck? Okay. I need to lock in. Alright. Fuck. I don't have time. Ah, the fries. The call of the fries. It's too much. Okay, so here's what I gotta do. Is spread out everyone apart, like super far apart. There we go. And that should help a lot. Right, they immediately stuck together again. But it should help a little bit. Okay. Okay. I think T-Tar, okay. Come on, T-Tar. Eat, eat. Oh, what the fuck? The Keldeo was just too good, I guess. Let's see the damage. It was the Mantine? That's crazy. What item did he have? I think they reworked Mantine recently. Now the number of bounces don't stack anymore. Oh, but not all the bounces deal damage to adjacent enemy Pokemon. Okay. That's why it's really good. That's why I wanted to spread everything apart, but I guess it didn't work. Wow. My unatomized Tangros did some crazy damage there. That's insane. Okay, well, that was a pretty cool game. You know, we tried to put in Ice at the end. We could have probably put in Ice 4, maybe? If I leveled up, we could have. So maybe that would have made us one win. I don't think I had the remaining gold to level up at the end, though. I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised we lost that. I mean, Water 9's pretty strong, but... yeah. Okay. Anyways. I guess, unluckily, we didn't get to get Roaring Moon. But, you know what? We'll get it next video. Just for you guys. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.